Call Loyum, Wahawa, La Yahweh, Bashum Yahweh Shah, Bashum, Chakwadash, double us the elder apostle, great millstone, rule well. Others the salutations to you, Akim, this doing this work of truth, sincerity. Alright, shalom up to the few Waf that listen and learn. Alright, this is a uh, remake from a video I had did this weekend, and well, yesterday actually, because today is Monday, but it's a remake because of difficulties. So, in my latest videos, I've been mentioning the famine a lot. You know, I kind of report on the famine quite often, and it's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, putting on my spirit to look into it. You know, I watch the news very heavily, as we ought to, as men of the Lord, you know, to watch for the prophecies to come to pass. And so, in one of my last videos I did, I made a mention that I would find the video and put it up. And so I came up with a few precepts, and I'm just gonna throw it up. And Lord willing, is edifying to those of you that may watch. So here's the video, and it's entitled "Shortages and Inflations." You know, it's going into the food shortages and then the inflation prices. You know, as far as the goods you can buy, all right, that are on or are left on the shelves. You know, I should say that. You know, so the goods that are left on the shelves, the ones that they're able to restock every day or every night, those are the ones you find, but even they're getting scarce. And this video is going to show you that. So, without any further ado, here you go.
US supermarkets face a new wave of shortages.
I'm no longer able to get everything on my grocery list when I come. Sometimes I have to go to 2 or 3 different stores to find something I'm out of.
2 or 3 different stores. They just go shopping one time, but one shopping list. She got to go to 2 or 3 stores to get to try and fill her shopping list. All right, that shows you that this shortage is real, as far as the food shortage.
Looking at prices here, I'm like, oh, this is a lot higher than what I normally pay.
So, this next lady, she said that she knows the food prices, and she said, you know, basically her expression lets you know that she's blown back by the prices. All right, that she see at her local market stores that she go and shop at, and this is not just, you know, 1 or 2 isolated incidents. This is just a small conversation, all right, that basically the masses of the people have, all right, about the, you know, the supply chain and the food shortages and the inflation, all right, on the things you buy. So this is not the only individuals that are speaking out. All right, there are millions, all right, millions are speaking out against, you know, this food shortages and inflated prices. All right, so continue on.
Surprise for the US president.
Packages are moving. Gifts are being delivered. Shelves are not empty.
The much predicted crisis didn't occur. The Grinch did not steal Christmas.
Well, it seems.
So, you know, I mean, I could let the whole clip play, but really, you know, it shows you how detached this Sleepy Joe Biden guy, how detached from reality he is, because everything he says doesn't add up with what things look like. All right, so, you know, he just totally out of it. So I have a few scriptures pulled up I wanted to go into because as you look at the shortages and the inflation that's happening right here in Babylon and even globally, you know, this is not just in Babylon. All right, this is globally, okay, where this economic halt have caused a lot of things to cease. All right, and by things ceasing that are necessary or basic goods, or involves basic goods, as far as your everyday living. All right, these things are at an all-time low. All right, it's getting worse. So this is a This is something to show you that people are not in a good mood. All right, people are not in that old, good old American spirit that they once were. Going about their daily lives with no worries in the world. Now people are actually worried. You see. Let's go to Isaiah 24 and verse 10 and 11. All right, it says, Isaiah 24, starting at verse 10. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. Yeah, the city of confusion is broken down. You see it breaking down before our very eyes. All right. Things are totally off the Richter scale. All right, from normality. All right. Things are, turning up as far as the plagues. All right, those plagues that are going to hit Egypt, which modern day Egypt is America. All right, this place is known as spiritually Solomon, Egypt. All right. Verse 11: There is a crying for wine in the streets. Our joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. So, right now you have it where there is a cry for wine in the streets. Meaning what? People are running to and fro, seeking answers, all right, or seeking to gain knowledge about what's going on. And why is their lives being altered in such a way? Because your dollar is growing thinner and thinner. Because of inflation. All right, the inflation causes your dollar to grow thinner and thinner, because the things that was once $3, $4, or $5, you see is now $6, $7, $8. Some of them $9, $10. All right, some places they stretch their prices out, as far as the government will allow them to. So it's causing a tax upon the people. All right, but all the mirth of America is pretty much gone. There's no one in a joyous mood. There's no one, going about their lives with happiness on their face. You go out about in the public, you see that people are actually looking, basically their faces looking pale. All right, they looking very scary, very scarce right now. All right, looking like they got the look of all hope is gone, almost. All right. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 38. It says, As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. That's true. When a woman goes into labor with her child, she's going through those pains that are compassing her womb, because she's getting ready to give birth. She's getting ready to push the baby through her womb. Okay, and those pains come back to back. All right, once they dilated, I think it's up to 9 or 10. I mean, it's about that time. Okay, those of you that have children. Verse 39, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side. Right. That's what we're experiencing. The plagues are hidden. All right, the world, not just over here in Babylon, but the whole world in the Orchimini sense. All right, they hit this earth back to back to back. The vast majority of countries are in a shutdown still to this day, or have reverted back to the lockdown protocols. Quarantining. So if you're wise, you pay attention, you see that the times we're living in are not good. All right, let's go to the book of let's see, a couple more precepts, then we'll close. This is the book of Mark 13 and 8. Go into some of the signs that Yahweh Shai gave, all right, to look for All right, before his appearing, his second appearing or second coming. All right, this is what he told his disciples. Mark 13:8. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom." Excuse me. And there should be earthquakes in different places, and there should be famines and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrows, and that's what people are experiencing. All right, the beginning of the sorrows. All right, not just Israel, but all the nations. All right, the beginning of sorrows. All right, it's upon the people that dwell on earth. All right. So what we ought to do as believers of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, we ought to be circumspect to what's going on. All right. Ephesians 5:15, it says, "See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise." Right. Don't be just a zombie, being mentally dead, all right, brain dead, walking down the street, not knowing what's going on. You should be taking heed to the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua that are being published by his servants, all right, which is, start with the elder apostles on down to us young brothers. We publishing the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. We making it plain upon tables. I refer to Habakkuk chapter 2. We making it plain upon tables, all right, the prophecies that are speaking, all right, or that are being, manifested, all right, before our very eyes. We show you through the scriptures, all right, how it was prophesied of time past, but now it's speaking now. Just like it said in Habakkuk, at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, it should surely come, basically. Roughly paraphrasing that precept in Habakkuk 2. All right. And when you circumspect, you look all around, all right, and you pay attention to everything. Verse 16, "Redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is." All right, so that's what we ought to be. All right, and then, knowing that the days are evil, and it's going to get more and more evil because Jacob's time of trouble, all right, we're still waiting on that to happen, all right, which things are leading up to it, all right, things are building up to it, I should say. So we looking forward to that. All right, we're looking forward to things getting a lot worse than they are right now, all right. So with that, I'm going to leave it there. Lord willing, you're edified. I just wanted to make the point, get in, make the point to show you that, this shortage is actually happening. All right. The storehouses are starting to be empty, man. As it says in the book of 2nd Esdras 6, about the 22nd verse. All right. So we know that the scriptures, all right, don't lie. All right, this is the only book that tells you what's going on. All right, so with that, Lord willing, you were edified. Till next time, I say shalom.